Imagine this. You're living peacefully with your service animal, the one companion that helps you navigate daily life with dignity. And suddenly, your landlord decides she hates you. Simply because of that service dog. She tries everything to push you out. But instead of breaking down, you decide to fight back, and the revenge. Let's just say it's the kind of justice that makes you want to stand up and clap. If you've ever dealt with a power-hungry landlord or dreamed of watching karma hit someone right where it hurts, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because today's story is pure, satisfying revenge. When I first moved into my apartment in Canada, I had no idea my landlord would become the villain in my life. From day one, she gave me that look. Not because I was late on rent or disrespectful. No, she despised me for one simple reason: my service animal. For anyone who doesn't know, a service dog isn't a pet, it's a lifeline. Mine helps me manage my disability, and without him, my independence would vanish overnight. But instead of respecting that, my landlord saw my dog as a nuisance, a threat, something to get rid of. The comments started small. Dogs are messy. You know, people don't like animals in apartments. But then it turned ugly. She began hunting for excuses to evict me. Every creak in the hallway, every minor repair suddenly became my fault. And here's the kicker: I wasn't powerless. In Canada, we have human rights protections and provincial landlord tribunals. They're designed to protect people like me. Free, accessible, no lawyer required. She had no idea the tools she handed me the moment she crossed that line. The harassment escalated. She accused me of damaging property. She claimed neighbors complained. Every interaction dripped with hostility. My chest would tighten each time I heard her footsteps outside my door. I'd email her maintenance requests. Leaks, broken fixtures, legitimate issues. And instead of addressing them, she'd accuse me of harassing her. Imagine living somewhere where asking for repairs feels like committing a crime. I knew what she wanted. She wanted me gone. She wanted me to pack up, admit defeat, and disappear quietly. But she underestimated one thing. I wasn't going anywhere. When I filed my complaints, one with the Human Rights Tribunal, one with Landlord Court, I felt a shift. The fear turned into fuel. And then came the delicious part: serving her documents. She never gave me her home address, only a P.O. box. No problem. I sent everything there, the hearing notice, my evidence, all of it. But here's where karma slid onto my side like it was scripted. The envelope was so thick, so loaded with proof, that it couldn't possibly fit inside her little P.O. box. Canada Post doesn't forward oversized packages to a home address. Instead, they leave a pickup slip. So while she strutted around, convinced she was untouchable, my package sat there waiting. She had to collect it in person. During business hours. While she was at work. I even emailed her a part 2 of my evidence. Files 23 through 28, just to be clear. Told her to reach out if anything was missing. Course she ignored me. Her hate blinded her to the fact that I was playing fair, while also setting the perfect trap. Fast forward to the day of the landlord court hearing. My heart was pounding. I had rehearsed every point, every fact. My folder was thick with evidence. Emails, maintenance requests, timelines, photos. The judge called our case. My phone buzzed. Private number. Answered. He didn't. That's right. My landlord ignored the court's call. She hadn't uploaded evidence. She hadn't provided contact information. She hadn't even shown up prepared. All because she couldn't be bothered to check her mailbox. And there I was, calm, collected, ready. Watching her negligence implode in real time. The judge noted her absence, her lack of preparation, and adjourned the case. My disappointment at waiting a few more weeks was drowned out by the victory already unfolding. Her absence had strengthened my case tenfold. Now, instead of a short slot, the court gave me over an hour next time. More time to present everything. More time to expose every lie, every neglectful act. Months earlier, I had offered her a way out. An apology and $380 to cover my expenses. That's all. She sneered at it, dismissed it. Now my claim is much higher. Repairs, damages, additional costs, thousands more. And she has no defense. Because here's the truth. If she had treated me with a shred of civility, we wouldn't be here. If she'd respected my disability, my service dog, my rights, this story wouldn't exist. But instead, her arrogance, her hatred, handed me victory on a silver platter. Picture this. A landlord who thought she could bully out a tenant with a disability. Who thought she could ignore documents, ignore the law, ignore basic humanity. And then picture her, scrambling after missing her court date, her reputation shredded, her negligence exposed for the judge to see. The woman who thought she could silence me now has to face every single truth. In extended court time, under a magnifying glass she handed me herself. That's karma. That's justice. And it tastes so sweet. Sometimes revenge isn't about slamming the door shut. Sometimes it's about holding it open just long enough for someone's own arrogance to trip them inside. My landlord thought she could push me out. Instead, she pushed herself straight into a legal nightmare. And I'm not leaving. If this story gave you goosebumps, smash that like button and tell us in the comments. What's the worst landlord horror story you've ever heard? And don't forget to subscribe for more satisfying Reddit revenge stories every week.